Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. First, I wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful day with friends and family and delicious food. And I am so excited and grateful because Twisted Lily asked me if I would like to create my gift guide again this year. And of course I was like, yes, I'm so excited. I had so much fun last year creating a fragrance gift guide, and of course I have a special discount code. This year it is going to be ABW20, and this is going to take off 20% off my picks. So I tried to include a little bit of everything in here. I'm hoping that you enjoy them, but I've got a little something in here for everyone, I believe. So I thought I would walk you through my picks here. I'm so excited about so many of these items here. And the sale will start on Friday, 11/25, and it will end on Monday, 11/28. My code ABW20 will be for my picks 20% off. So if you're interested in seeing my Twisted Lily gift guide picks, then let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with a couple discovery sets. I feel like the discovery sets and the sample sets are the way to go because this is going to guarantee that your recipient is able to try before they buy. Or one thing that I have done before that was a big hit was I bought the sample set and then I said, let me know which fragrance you end up loving and then I will buy you a full bottle of that. But that way the gift is guaranteed that they are going to love it because they have tried before they buyed or tried before you bought. So my first recommendation is to pick up the Twisted Lily. This is the Best Sellers sample pack, and this one has so many great fragrances included in it. These were curated by Twisted Lily. These are the best of the best fragrances, and honestly, I love so many of these. So included in this set is one of my favorite. This is the Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is Baccarat Rouge 540. I own a full bottle of this. This is a cult favorite for a reason. It is going to leave an intoxicating scent trail to anybody who wears it. Definitely worth checking out. Then we have Juliet Has a Gun. This is not a perfume. This perfume is made of a single ingredient, Cetalox, and it is a skin scent that is going to be very comforting, but it's also going to garner some compliments. Then we have Mango Skin. This is from Vilhelm Perfumerie. I love this brand. The bottles are so amazing, and Mango Skin is going to be a burst of blackberries, mouth-watering mango with a pinch of pepper combined in a colorful cocktail of flavors. This one is a best seller, really juicy, beautiful fragrance. Beautiful Parfums de Marly, Delina, gorgeous floral fragrance, bestseller for a reason. Montal Intense Cafe. This is a gorgeous rose coffee scent. This is a fragrance that I'm going to get a full bottle of. Fell in love with this. House of Creed Aventus. I love this one. This is a #1 bestseller for a reason. This is a mix of aromatic woods, warmed with patchouli, and a worldly blend of delicate fruits. Love that one. A sample of You or Someone You Like. This is such a great fresh green, kind of invigorating fragrance. I love that one as well. From Mancera Parfum, you're going to get Oud Lemon Mint, which is going to be a beautiful citrus woody fragrance. From Omouage, you're going to get a sample of Interlude Black Iris. That is an innovative use of orris, frankincense, and myrrh. And then from one of my favorite brands, Roja Parfums, you're going to get Elysium Parfum Cologne. This is a beautiful, fresh blend of citrus, musk, and woods. That's one of my son's favorites. So I love that curated sample set, and I think anybody would enjoy sort of discovering all of those scents. Another discovery scent that I want to recommend is the Vilhelm Discovery Set. This is an amazing brand with so many unique fragrances, and this discovery set includes one of my favorites from the brand, which is Poets of Berlin. Love this fruity vanilla scent. But also included in this discovery set is Morning Chess, which is a beautiful green fresh scent. Dear Polly, which is going to be your oriental musk fragrance. Room Service, gorgeous floral. That's on my list to pick up. Mango Skin is going to be your gourmand fruity fragrance. So good. Basilica and Fellini, that one is so interesting. It's got a little bit of basil in it. It's really a beautiful fresh fragrance. And then we've got my Poets of Berlin. This is going to be a warm amber scent. This sort of smells like blueberry muffins, but in the best way, and it dries down to this gorgeous vanilla. So that's another brand that I feel like is worth checking out and that a lot of people would enjoy kind of having fun with this discovery. And then the next discovery set is from 8 and Bob, and one of my husband's favorite scents is actually 8 and Bob. This is Nuit de Magève, which is going to include that one along with the iconic original scent and the rest of the collection from 8 and Bob. So although my husband loves the original as well as the Nuit de Magève, I was excited to pick this up for him. I'm going to be putting this in his stockings, but these are perfectly unisex. Like, I love to wear this one as well myself, but I feel like this sample set's going to include something in here for everyone, from woody fragrances to aromatic, as well as one that has a little bit of spice to it. This is what I'm going to be giving to my husband, and then I'm going to have him pick out his favorite and then buy him a full bottle of that. Okay, next recommendation is another gift that you could give to anybody, and this is a diffuser, and this is from Colti Milano. This brand makes the most beautiful diffusers. It really is going to infuse any room that you put these in. And my favorite is the Ombre Supreme. I'm somebody who loves amber fragrances. They are warm, slightly sensual. And since I have 2 dogs, I'm always a little sensitive to the fact that I don't want my house to smell like dogs. Of course, they are my babies and I love them, but I want to welcome people into my house and I want it to feel warm and welcoming, not necessarily just like a dog home. So this is what I have in my front room, and I love it because although I love candles, that's not something that I'm always going to light and have on all day long, whereas a diffuser is going to infuse the room. It is going to smell so good, but it is not going to entail having to light a candle. So I feel like diffusers are just such a good gift for anybody. And this one is the largest size, but they also come in 250 milliliters, 500 milliliters, and this is the Big Daddy 1000 milliliters. Obviously, I love the scent. This is what I want my home to smell like, especially at this time of year. So gorgeous woody fragrance, but I also like the aesthetic of this diffuser. I feel like it is minimalistic, but very classy, and the scent you will love. Okay, now we're going to dive into specific fragrances, and I'm going to start with a new release that I have completely fallen in love with. This is going to be for your fruity floral lovers, and this is Madure from Memo Paris. First of all, let's take a look at this gorgeous bottle. I'm a longtime fan of this brand. They have so many gorgeous fragrances, but this one was just an immediately love at first sniff. This one has this gorgeous peach note in here, and this is part of their Artland collection. This is supposed to transport you to India, where you are going to be walking through a colorful like market. This is just the most delightful fruity floral I've ever smelled. It is so intoxicating. The top notes in here are going to be lemon oil, bergamot oil, turmeric oil, clary sage oil, and peach alkalite, and you definitely need to like peach. This is peach, peach, peach in such a beautiful way. Then you've got this unique note of turmeric in here that sort of balances out that luscious peach. In the heart notes, you're going to get this beautiful Indian jasmine Sambac Absolute. There's also tuberose in here, and then Egyptian jasmine Absolute as well. And then in the base, you've got this really beautiful, creamy Australian sandalwood, as well as a suede accord. So I think that is what I love about this. It's got that really kind of almost bubblegum tuberose, but don't get too scared. It's just a beautiful, fruity floral, but it is grounded by that turmeric, that clary sage, and then that warmer base. So this is such a beautiful wear, and this is one that my daughter and my husband just absolutely fell in love with as well. Like, she's already wanting to steal this one. I said no. But I wanted to highlight this one because it's a beautiful new release, and I feel like this would make just such a lovely gift, especially for your fragrance lovers that enjoy a fruity floral. I think this one is going to be a winner for them. Okay, next perfume is actually my signature scent. This is from Roja Parfums, and this is another, I would say, fruity floral, but it is the epitome of elegance. This is what I describe as joy in a bottle. I never get sick of this fragrance. It just always puts a smile on my face. This is the fragrance that my daughter was like, this is you in a bottle, which I was like, ooh, thank you. This is a smooth operator. This is rich and soft. It's slightly sweet. It is slightly warm. It's a little bit fruity. This is going to be lighter on the fruit. But this does have a beautiful raspberry note in here. It's a bouquet of flowers. It's got lily of the valley, rose de may, gardenia, orange blossom, jasmine de grasse, tuberose, lily, ylang ylang. Then in the base, you're going to have this beautiful warmth that's going to include aniseed, cinnamon, clove, patchouli, cashmere wood, sandalwood, benzoin, vanilla, orris, and violet leaves. So yes, there's a lot of notes in here, but as with all Roja perfumes, there's no note that's just going to be jarring. They're just really well blended, very elegant. And again, this one just puts a smile on my face. It makes me feel very joyful, and I cannot recommend it enough. Any of you who have bought 51, you have written me and told me you love it just as much as I do, but I just cannot give this one kudos enough. Again, I consider this my signature scent. Okay, for my next pick, I'm going to stick with the theme of elegant perfumes, but this is just a beautiful take on a rose scent. And this is from Thameen, and this is Peregrina. Number one, I'm just in love with the gorgeous presentation. These blue bottles are just stunning on your vanity, but the fragrance inside is very elegant, very refined rose scent. The top notes in here are going to be rose, lily of the valley, gardenia, and jasmine. Heart notes are going to be artemisia, tea, pepper. In the base, it is oak moss, musk, and tonka. And I just love tonka fragrances. It adds sort of this rich, resinous base in there. And I feel like this is a very warm, elegant rose scent. This is going to be for somebody that loves rose scents. This fragrance oozes sensuality and sophistication. Really a very elegant, stunning fragrance. This is from the Treasure collection, and the La Peregrina is one of the oldest and most valuable pearls in the world. So this perfectly shaped century-old pearl was treasured by its owners, ranging from the Queen of England to the actress Elizabeth Taylor. So I feel like Elizabeth Taylor exudes what this fragrance will make you feel like when you are wearing it. It just makes me feel a bit fancy, a bit sophisticated, and I just feel like this would make a beautiful gift. Okay, I have one more floral based fragrance. This is my Wow fragrance. I am completely in love with this fragrance. This is Liwa from Widian, and number one, gorgeous presentation here. You guys have heard me talk about this fragrance several different times. This has been compared to Baccarat Rouge 540, but to me, I feel like it is a bit more special, a little bit more unique. But what I will say, it does not smell like Baccarat 540, but it has that intoxicating bubble that Baccarat 540 has. So that's the one where you may not smell yourself, but others are going to smell you, especially when you're wearing Baccarat 540. That's what this fragrance is like, except that you will be able to smell yourself as well. This one is just stunning. It was love at first sniff. This was one of those where like my eyeballs rolled back in my head. I initially tried it on the paper strip and I was like, whoa, like immediate love. And then I sprayed it on my skin and I was just like, wow, this is just so intoxicating. It is so rich and luxurious. You're like, what does it smell like? So the top notes in here are going to be jasmine, saffron, bergamot, and artemisia. I'm noticing I like artemisia in fragrances. In the heart, it's going to be amberwood, white flowers, geranium. And then in the base, it's going to be cedarwood, patchouli, sandalwood, vetiver, and oud. And this one is really exquisite. This is my Wowzer fragrance. So this is going to be for anybody you know who may like Baccarat 540, but they kind of like the finer things in life. They definitely want to have that scent bubble. Like they definitely want to come into a room and have a little presence about them. This is going to be the fragrance for them. So cannot give Widian Liwa enough kudos. Love, love, love it. I was so excited when Twisted Lily started carrying this brand. I think it was just a few weeks back because I've been wanting to include this in my gift guide because it is just a stunner. Okay, my next recommendation is going to be a safe blind buy. This is actually my daughter's favorite fragrance. It is mine as well, and I would call this the best clean fragrance I've ever smelled. So if you are somebody who likes fresh out of the shower fragrances, you want a little bit of that comforting cocoon of a soft musk, but nothing super overpowering. This is going to be office appropriate. It's going to give you that nice, fresh, clean smell. Then Lazy Sunday Morning by Maison Margiela is going to be for you. And this is literally the best, like, come out of the shower clean fragrance, kind of crawl into bed into fresh sheets, one of those linen-y, cottony, clean fragrances that is out there. I love it so much. I actually bought this for my daughter when we were in London, and it was super hot. We went during the summer and it was unseasonably warm, and this was the fragrance that all of us were putting on that entire week because it just made us feel clean and fresh. And this fragrance is supposed to conjure up memories of lingering in bed on a Sunday morning. You may be sipping your coffee and just feeling relaxed and cocooned. This is one of these fragrances that has a touch of patchouli in it that people would probably say, "Ooh, I don't like patchouli fragrances." I'm pretty sure you're gonna love this fragrance. This is gonna have a touch of clean patchouli in here. The top notes are paracord, ambrette seeds, clean accord. In the heart, you have iris accord, rose petals, a little bit of orange flower. In the base, it is Indonesian patchouli, white woods, white and creamy musk. So this is your perfect fresh out of the shower, pillowy, clean linen fragrance. Definitely blind buy safe. I really truly can't see anybody not liking this fragrance. Now the next fragrance is going to be for my vanilla fragrance lovers, and this is a new launch right here. This is Frustration by a Libre d'Ange, and this is the one that I describe as fall in a bottle. This is going to be a warm, nutty vanilla fragrance. It has a chestnut accord in here that is very unique. So you're going to get that sort of chestnuts roasting over the fire feel. It's going to dry down to a beautiful warm vanilla scent. This is going to be adult vanilla. This is not super sweet. This has got some spices in here. It's got cumin and cinnamon. It's got a slightly boozy note in here of rum. And then it includes pure vanilla jungle essence, vanilla absolute, and a few other notes that I don't know exactly what they are, something vinyl guaiacol and main biotech. But regardless, this is a gorgeous fall fragrance, totally appropriate for this time of year. This one's got some uniqueness to it. It is not your typical vanilla fragrance. That's probably from those notes that I don't quite understand, but I think this is a great pick for your vanilla lovers who want something a bit more unique, and especially if they like a little bit of nuttiness. I think they're gonna love this Frustration. Perfect fall fragrance. The next fragrance I have is a chic vanilla fragrance. This is from Goutal, and this is Nuit et Confidences. Presentation is stunning, and this is one of my favorite fragrances. It does remind me of being in Paris. There is something very chic and elegant about this fragrance, and it includes all my favorite notes. So this has vanilla, tonka bean, and white musks. And the vanilla in here smells very high quality. The tonka in here is going to add a slightly almost smoky richness to here. This is not too sweet, it is not too smoky. The musks in here are going to give you a little cashmere hug, as if I'm putting on a little cashmere shawl. To me, this fragrance is just very chic and elegant. This fragrance can be worn during the day and the night. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. I would definitely gift this to my sisters, to my mother, good girlfriends. I feel like this fragrance could be appreciated by many people. Yes, they probably need to like vanilla-based fragrances, but again, this is adult vanilla, not too sweet, just very chic. And the presentation, I feel like, is just so fun. Who wouldn't want to receive this beauty? Okay, last but not least, I wanted to recommend one of my husband's favorites. This is 8 and Bob, and this is Nuit de Majev. And I love this fragrance on him, but I will admit that I like to wear this fragrance as well. So perfectly unisex fragrance. Now, I will admit I was very surprised that my husband loved this fragrance because he really loves those sort of clean, fresh, invigorating scents. This one definitely has some of those elements in here. I would call this a woody aromatic fragrance. But this also has this slightly powdery gourmand touch to it. So this one has tonka, black coffee, and tobacco notes in here that I was just a little surprised that he loved it so much. But there is this just very elegant powdery dry down on here that I could see why he liked it. It maintains that fresh feeling, but it's got that warm base in it. So the top notes in here are grapefruit, petitgrain, clove buds. Then in the heart notes, it's got tonka beans, creamy orris, as well as black coffee. In the base, it's vetiver, tobacco, and musks. So I'm someone who loves vetiver fragrances, so I'm sure that's part of the reason why I love this one as well. This sort of reminds me a little bit of Ball the Freak by Byredo, also Sycamore by Chanel. It's got a little touch of that, but I do smell some sort of milky, powdery coffee note. But this isn't going to be like strong black coffee. This is going to be like a milky cappuccino. As far as the tobacco, this is going to be just a light kind of tobacco airiness in the back. It's not a strong tobacco scent whatsoever. This has a little bit of retro vibes to me. Like I almost smell like my grandfather wearing this fragrance, but I say that in the best way. Like he was spiffy back in that generation. The grandparents were always very spiffy. I don't think I've ever seen him super casual, always dressed to the nines. And he always smelled amazing too. Like I would think of him possibly wearing this or the original. That's the sort of vibes I'm getting. But this is just a very likable scent. As I said, I love it on my husband. He loves it, but I also love it on myself. So I wanted to end with this beautiful selection from 8 and Bob. Okay, that is going to conclude my top 12 picks for my Twisted Lily gift guide. Again, you can use my code ABW20 for 20% off at Twisted Lily starting 11/25 Friday, Black Friday, until the end of the day on Monday, November 28th. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for all your love and support. I'm so grateful to have this wonderful community that loves fragrance just as much as I do. But I'm wishing everybody a fantastic Thanksgiving, happy holiday season, and I will be back with another video soon.